What's up? Hope you're doing great. It's your buddy Phil here, project management trainer and coach. I hope you're doing awesome today. The cold is back. I'm sure whatever state you are, you're experiencing this nasty cold weather. It's really thrown me for a loop this time. So I'm trying to get back to 100%. But speaking of 100%, are you 100% in the zone? The last video I did for you guys was about being in the zone. And I gotten a few questions asking me, share with me more ways I can get into the zone. So I'm going to share with you guys more ways that you can get into my proverbial PMP Zen zone. To get into the Zen zone requires persistence. I mean, you might be in the Zen zone today, and next week you could find yourself out of that zone of thinking. It has to be a constant hammering away. If you miss out on the days, you get out of the zone. That's the way the rule goes. So in order to stay in the zone, you don't want to miss your days, folks. Keep the days up. Don't go a day, especially if you're getting ready for the exam. Don't go a day without grinding at the mill. You know what I mean? Grinding at the mill, like really putting in 100% effort. Some people deceive themselves saying that they're studying. They're not putting in 100%. They're flipping pages over and just letting their eyes glaze over the material. That's not being in the zone. That's not even trying to be in the zone. If you're aspiring to be in the zone, I'm talking about 100%. Hitting an area. Hitting it so hard that by the time you are done, you feel confident. The reason why a lot of people have no confidence to take the exam is they know that they've not put in 100%. You're just faffing around, jumping from page to page, lying to themselves that they're studying. They're not studying. And they know. And that's why they're not confident. If you really want to get in the zone, folks, you got to be 100%. So you need to do everything possible, everything that you can to get yourself to that optimum state where you feel, yep, I can tackle this right now. I can study right now. I can zone in right now. Some of you aren't even in the state where you can zone in. You know? So whatever you need to do to be psychologically there, in the moment, ready, positive mental attitude, the ability to absorb. Some of you, your minds are clouded with all sorts of other stuff. But you got to leave that stuff at the door when you're trying to get in the zone. You need to be in a good state of mind. Good state of health. Speaking of health, I've been finding it hard to stay in the zone. Feeling sick can ruin a lot in your PMP exam study. It really can. It can really mess things up. So whatever you need to do to be 100%, you got to do it. And when you get to that state, that's when you begin doing these things I'm about to tell you. To get in the zone, voraciously consume the first 1 or 2 pages for every process in the PMBOK guide. You know, there are 49 processes. Each one has roughly 1 to 2 paragraphs, and some go as far as 1 to 2 pages of content about the process. Not even the ITTOs. I'm not talking about the ITTOs. I'm just talking about the setup. You know, when PMI sets up the process, at the beginning of each section, like if you are in integration, 4.1 is develop project charter. There is a lot of detail in 4.1. that people just totally miss. Totally miss. I mean, they blow past it like it doesn't even exist. You got to pay attention to that detail, folks. What do we mean when we say the charter is a partnership? A lot of people blow past that. They don't even see it. What do we mean when we talk about the business case being an economic feasibility study? What do we mean when we talk about business value and the place of the business case? A lot of folks don't know that. They blow past it. But there's even finer detail in there. Some people don't know the word initiator exists. Or when we say a manager external to the project, they think it means external to the firm, because they haven't chewed the detail enough. You gotta chew that detail, folks. Chew the detail. But the detail is hiding. And if you don't chew the detail, you can't be in the zone. You may think you're in the zone. You might, but you haven't consumed the real concentrated stuff that will get you there. So this tip of going through those 49 processes, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, all the way to 4.7, then 5.1, all the way to 5.6, on and on. That stuff gets you in the zone. I'm telling you, take a highlighter and highlight every paragraph that you have never taken notice of. You'll be amazed at how much content you've glossed over. Or I should say, how much content you've never read, because some people are still rationalizing why they don't need to read the PMBOK guide. Come on, get real. Don't even throw in the PMP exam content outline, because some people don't even know it exists. You should be reading the content outline. You should be going hard on this stuff, folks. Some people are lightweights when it comes to studying for the exam. They want the shortest path and the shortest time, not the longest path and the shortest time. You see, it's like the critical path. If only they covered all their bases, it's the longest path, but it's the shortest time. To get certified, there are no shortcuts. It's the longest path. You got to do it all. You can't cherry pick. You got to do it all. That's how to get in the zone and be ready to face the beast. Pimpy's waiting for you at the test center. You better show up big time with some knowledge ammo to take him out. There are a lot of brilliant people taking this exam every day and failing it. They just didn't get in the zone. They didn't load up with knowledge ammo. They kind of picked around. All right, I'll take a grenade. No, I won't take my, anyway, let's not mention all those, because people get hypersensitive these days. But it's just a metaphor. I'm just trying to tell you, you got to take all of your knowledge weapons as you're going in. Don't say, oh, the earned value cartridge, I'm going to leave that. I'm just going to leave that behind in my bunk. Don't do that. You got to take everything. You got to go battle ready. Everything under the sun. All these 49 pages, I'm talking about 49 processes, and maybe more than even 100 pages. But those pages that break down every process, you need to get the essence of the process. That is one of the surest and quickest ways of getting immersed into the zone of any process. Read what the PMI tells you about the process. What is it doing for you? What's in it for you, project manager? A lot of people don't know why they do processes. That's why they argue about things like plan risk responses versus plan risk management. They're like, oh, they're the same thing. No, they're not. You're just not in the zone. You don't understand the intricacies. Someone arguing, oh, collect requirements and define scope. It's a scam. PMI just wants to load us with processes we don't need. All right. Have it your way. I've told you. Big ticket item. Read all of those 49 process intros, process breakdowns. Okay? Now, when you have done that, attempt to recall what you've read. That's the next level. Now, if you find there gaps, you're not able to recall everything, go back, read again. Every day. Try to recall what are the 10 things, 10 key things about every process. Make your list. Go through it every day. The next thing you need to do is go through every one of the 49 data flows. You know, the 49 data flow diagrams that the PMI have so kindly given you for each process. You need to study those like a professor. Go through them hungrily, checking off each one, looking for what makes each one of those processes unique. What makes them tick? What's in the outputs that you've not really seen previously? What's in the outputs that you've not seen previously? That's how you need to study, folks. Go through the 49 data flows. This stuff is going to help you, I'm telling you. All right, enough said. I'm going to get off my soapbox and dash into the office for my next lecture. Take care. Bye for now.